away by an officer who was in the area. These violent criminals often start with petty crimes. That has Albuquerque business owners concerned and fed up. Some paying as much as $100,000 a month to protect their property, but they feel it's a lost cause, and they too are demanding help and change. Here's News 13's Stephanie Chavez.
Doug Peterson says crime in the city is so out of control, he's had to take matters into his own hands to protect his properties. He even brought a security guard with him this morning so that we'd be safe during our interview.
Well, it's worse than we've ever seen it.
Doug Peterson, president of Peterson Properties, is talking about crime.
And we are just absolutely inundated with trespassers, property damagers, people who are committing burglaries, and almost everyone we encounter is drug addicted.
It's pictures like these that show just what Peterson is dealing with on a daily basis. People passed out on his properties with drug paraphernalia.
People have their lighters out, their foils out, their straws or their pens that they suck fentanyl through. And for the occasional, meth user that still exists, they got the needles there as well.
Graffiti and vandalism, and this, walls ripped open so thieves could steal the wiring.
Criminals just keep finding newer ways to damage our properties and make them tough places to do business.
With 50 properties in Albuquerque, just like this one on San Pedro and Central, Peterson says he's spending $100,000 a month on private security, surveillance cameras, and repairing property damage. He says if the law is enforced, even when it comes to minor offenses like loitering, a lot of the issues he's forced to deal with could be prevented.
It's an absolute all-out constant war to try to get people off of our properties who are not supposed to be here.
We asked Mayor Keller today if they plan to buckle down on minor crimes in an attempt to prevent more serious crime. He says they already do, but points to APD's limited resources.
The issue is you try and explain, the value of officers responding to violent crime versus us not doing that and lives being lost versus the inconvenience of someone being outside your street for a half a day. We have to make tough choices. And I will save a life every time before I will deal with someone who's inconveniencing you.
Despite all of the money spent, Peterson says it's a never-ending battle.
We are absolutely overrun with people who aren't supposed to be at this property or causing trouble.
Despite what business and property owners are saying, APD Chief Harold Medina tells us property crime is down. That's including residential burglary and auto theft. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Stephanie. APD says they do respond to loitering calls. They sent us two from just last night that they responded to.